Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Landers Center in South Haven, Mississippi. It's NBA G League basketball for the second straight night. The Memphis Hustle welcome in the Wisconsin Herd. Last night, the Hustle able to pick up a 117-97 win to end a 4-game losing streak and hand the Herd their 9th straight loss. Good to have you with us. I'm Eli Savoy. Alongside is John Roser. And John, felt good for the Hustle to get a win last night. And the two guys up front, Lawson Lovering and Eric Dixon, a big part of that.
Yeah, 50 points, 23 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, 17 of 25 from the field, a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line for that front court duo. They absolutely dominated Wisconsin last night. Now, what's important for them to dominate tonight is because it is Grizzlies night here at the Landers Center. So they got to come out and they got to do it again, and let's get these back-to-back wins here. Always appreciate getting dapped up by Deaky before the game.
Yeah, you throw in with what those two guys did. Tyler Burton went for 20 points, and Charlie Brown had a double-double, nearly a triple-double. It was a good night all around for the Hustle to get an easy win. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Ortho South. First for the Herd, they will go with Mark Sears. Cormac Ryan, one of their two-way guys, just signed a two-way deal yesterday. He was not with them last night. He is here tonight. That does make a big difference for Benno Udry's team. John Butler Jr., Johnny Davis, and Kobe Stewart gets the start tonight. Same 5 for the Hustle. Dijon Giroux, Tyler Burton, Lawson Lovering, Charlie Brown Jr., and Eric Dixon, the starting lineup. The Hustle sporting the special jerseys for Grizz night. These jerseys will be up for auction after the game.
Those jerseys are awesome.
Yeah.
I want...
The T-shirts are awesome that they gave
the
away.
T-shirts
that you're
are great.
sporting.
I want Deaky's. 77 is great.
77 is it.
Luka has made that a thing now, wearing 77.
Backdoor cut, pass deflected out of bounds.
That's how you know you're really an influencer in the NBA or in sports, period. If you got people wanting to wear your number and you wear like an obscure number.
Here is Cormac Ryan again, just off that two-way deal. Finds Butler underneath, missed it, gets it back, and that's going to be a goaltend. Wisconsin.
Well, they're off to a better start than they were last night because the Hustle, we were 5-0 last night to start.
Herd are without Justin Hamilton. He will not play tonight. The Hustle without Abu Usman, who is out for personal reasons tonight. Of course, Nate Hinton done for the year for the Hustle. Colby Jones also still out with his hamstring injury. As Deaky Drode gets a tough shot off, missed an offensive rebound. Burton, almost went down, halfway down, and then rattled out.
Yeah, that's a good look for Tyler Burton. That's something we usually see go down. Just a little in and out, though.
Kobe Stewart provided a nice spark for them off the bench last night. He gets the start tonight and gets 2 there as Brown can't answer.
Yeah, we talked about Stewart. He's on his 3rd team. I mean, he played for Austin. He's played for the Hustle. He's playing for Wisconsin now. But Kobe's a good player.
Yes, that's what Cormac Ryan brings to this team. He's 8th in the league in made threes with 76 on the season. And he shoots 44% from long range, averaging 21.5 points per game. And it's a 7-0 start for the Herd.
And that's real, that 3-point shot. He is one of the elite shooters in the world.
That one from Brown hits the back iron and kicks out.
Sears totally missed Ryan wide open again on that.
Here's Ryan off the screen into the lane, had it knocked away, and Lovering going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, he got
Lawson arguing about the call, but
that's a wrist you hit.
Ryan to the free throw line. He is an 86% free throw shooter. Played for Oklahoma City last year. Now they're going to say it was not a shot. Okay, so not going to the free throw line. Here's a backdoor cut, and he gets the reverse layup.
So Cormac Ryan already making his presence felt here. They didn't have him last night. He's got 5 of the first 9. He's done it from the outside, and there he gets a cutting reverse layup to put the Herd up 9-0.
Johnny Davis almost got the steal. There's a beautiful backdoor feed from Butler to Ryan. Russell trying to get on the board. Approaching 2.5 minutes of scoreless basketball for them as Dixon beats the shot clock, and Eric Dixon stays out, coming off a career-high 34 last night.
Yeah, and 5 of 8 from 3. So now 6 of his last 9 from 3 in this 2-game set so far.
Davis launches, and he is pure with that one from the left side. Dro goes a little mid-range, no. Lawson Lovering, offensive rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. It'll stay with Memphis, 14 on the shot clock.
Lawson Lovering right there, continuing to do what he did last night, showing great physicality right there on that play to get the ball and give the Hustle another chance at 14 on the shot clock.
Brown down the lane, and a foul going to be called.
Just tremendous physicality.
As they will get Butler for that foul. Our officials tonight, 2 of the same ones we had last night, Cameron Garber and Joe Prince. And we trade out Leah Laney for J.P. Prim. J.P. Prim, who is one of our regulars, much like Leah Laney, as they've both been here a lot. And J.P. replaces Leah for tonight's game. As Brown hits the free throw.
Yeah, they both get the presidential suite. And wherever hotel that they stay at when they're in town, they just flip-flop the presidential suite.
Sears picked up the dribble, can't find anybody. Now gets it to Davis. 6 to shoot for Davis. Knocked away, and a foul is called.
That's a late whistle, Eli.
They're going to get Burton. Joe Prince.
Oh, no.
Are you saying Joe Prince is not getting the presidential suite? I think it's because he held that hand.
I guess. That's a little nickel dimer right there.
And they're unable to take advantage of it as Davis misses the 3. Lovering down the lane. Lovering had the double-double last night. A career-high 16 points to go with 13 rebounds. Butler's 3 is good. He can also shoot it.
Yeah, a good job right there. Lovering tried to close out. He did a good job all the way under the basket. Ran out there. Butler, though, we talked about it last night. He knocked down a really good 3-point shooter.
Over 40% on the year. As Stewart chases down a long rebound, and there's Davis streaking to the rim with the right-handed hammer. And a timeout taken by Rob Santacola. Herd with an early 10-point lead. It's the Herd by 10 early on. Time now for our keys to the game.
Yeah, rebounding. The Hustle dominated the glass, obviously, last night. 55-39, 16-8 on second chance points. You got to also play through contact. They did a great job of that last night. We talked about Dixon and Lovering there in the opening. The Hustle also 11 of 14 from the free throw line, 20 free throw points. 3 players had double-doubles. Dixon last night, more free throw points, 9, than the entire Herd team had, which was only 7. And then sometimes it comes down to, we talk about bench points sometimes, and you get good production from your bench. Sometimes, you know what it comes down to a lot of times? Are your starters better than their starters? And the Hustle starters were elite last night compared to Wisconsin, outscoring them 95-58. Now, obviously, that changes a little bit tonight with Cormac Ryan back in that starting lineup for Wisconsin.
He also changes their shooting as here's Brown in the lane. And
he almost.
Last night, they were only 8 of 36 from 3. Tonight, they're 3 for 4 to start this game. Ryan kicks it out. Stewart for 3. Make it 4 out of 5 to start the game from three-point land here for the Herd.
Every time I see Kobe Stewart play, he plays well. Like I just figured he would have. Somebody would have had him from the beginning of the year and held on to him.
Giroux will try a 3.
That's a good get for this Wisconsin team.
Chase down Lance Terry. In his second game with the Hustle, gets the offensive rebound. Inside to Lovering. Lawson with the left hand. No! Follow dunk by Giroux.
Yeah, nobody there to box out DeJon Giroux, and Dickey comes in. Follow jam!
Sears, quick pull-up. Comes up short. Brown finds Terry in the corner. That one is good. Lance Terry gets his first points as he did not score last night. He hits the 3 here. Time out, Wisconsin. They lead it by 8. One of the things last night that did not necessarily go according to script was the fast break points. Wisconsin, who does not run, they play one of the slowest paces in the league. They had 21 fast break points. They only averaged 12 per game. And the Hustle, who are one of the fastest teams in the league and very good in fast break points, only had 15 last night. They were outscored 21-15. So far tonight, Wisconsin 7-0 already in fast break points.
Yeah, and this is something we talked about last night a lot throughout the game, is it felt like Wisconsin has the personnel to really get up and down the court, whether it's Sears, Kara Lewis, Johnny Davis. Like, they have the personnel, as Davis almost catches a lob right there. Thought he got fouled, but they play a slower pace tonight. They're getting out there, pushing the pace, pushing the tempo, and they've got themselves some easy buckets.
Pierre Crockwell is second into the game. They go down low to Dixon.
Nice move, good defense. Kobe Stewart gets the block. That's a nice spin move right there, but Stewart didn't fall all the way forward and got the block.
Lacey James is in there for Wisconsin as Sears pulls up with a mid-range jumper and knocks that down. Some of the Hustle players, because of the special uniforms, are in different numbers tonight as Brown is fouled. Are they getting Davis? Or are they getting Stewart? Or are they getting Stewart? Lance Terry, who was 0 last night, there's 22 tonight. Eric Dixon, who was number 43, is wearing 13. And Pierre Crockwell, who is normally number 11, wears number 17. Paul Watson gets the correct number, but no name on the back of his jersey, as he is in there as well.
We only have one name on the court, and he's at the free throw line.
Brown. Brown is the only one with his name currently on the jersey. Yep. Brown, who had a good night last night, 14 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Alex Antetokounmpo out there for Wisconsin. Rose Ryan had it knocked away. Here comes Crockwell in a hurry. Crockwell kicks it out to Terry for 3.
Oh,
short.
Wide open, though, right there. Charlie Brown Jr. okay? He's kind of grimacing a little bit. What happened here on this? I'm not sure.
Looks like he's okay now.
Yeah, it looks like he's all right. Fake hurt. A lot of players like to do that these days.
Sears, deep 2, knocks it in again.
You know who was the king of that back in the day? It was Mike Miller. We love Mike Miller, but Mike Miller loved to get up off the court and really hold that back and wince, and then he'd hit like 3 straight threes. And you're like, yeah, he's fine.
Mike Miller, who I realized in our post-game interview last night with Lawson Lovering that he sounds a lot like Mike Miller.
Yes.
Kyra Lewis into the game. He'll replace Davis as Dixon goes to line. There's Lawson Lovering, who was our guest last night in the post-game.
No, we talk about the
very interesting to hear him talk about his free throw shooting thoughts these days.
Yeah, I mean, he said, yes, I did tweak some things, but it is very minor stuff. But he said a lot of it was a mental block. And, well, whatever the mechanics are, it's led to a softer touch. And it seems like he definitely is more decisive about where he wants to try to shoot the ball at the free throw. There were times he was just trying to bank it in, or then he wouldn't try to bank it in. He's kind of figured out what he wants to do. But no, it was very nice of him to actually talk about that and tell him, there's a mental aspect to it, and sometimes it's tough to get over for players.
That one last touched by Antetokounmpo, out of bounds to the hustle in an 8-point game. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Brown goes fadeaway on the baseline and hits.
The baseline fadeaway like Bernard King.
And Terry almost had a steal, but it hit the sideline off the deflection.
So the Herd lead has been more than cut in half. They led by as many as 13. Hustle have it down to 6.
Sears looking for James, and a foul coming up on Dixon. Dixon holding on to Lacey James. Here's Ryan, quick release. That one off the iron, his first miss of the night. Crockwell out to Dixon, his 3-ball, nope. And Lewis comes out of there with it. So the Hustle just 2 of 8 from 3. Where Wisconsin is 4 of 6, a different story from last night. 3-ball in the corner, no for Antetokounmpo. James offensive rebound, second chance opportunity. And here's Lewis streaking down the lane for 2. They only had 8 second chance points total last night. They've got 4 so far in this first quarter. Watson for 3. Oh, that one rattles out.
Hustle had a couple of threes go in and out. Now 2 of 9 from deep. Hustle were really good from three-point land last night.
Sears able to knife his way to the rim and gets inside for the bucket. Sears with 6.
Yeah, the Hustle three-point percentage last night about 45%. Wisconsin shot 22.2%, which is currently what the Hustle are shooting from three.
Brown will try one, and he'll hit one.
There we go. Charlie Brown Jr. 9 points, 3 assists. A great all-around game last night for CBJ. 14 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks.
Look out for Mark Sears. He is hot early on as he hits the 3. Sears now the All-American out of Alabama. 9 points on 4 for 5 shooting, including that 3-pointer, his first attempt from behind the line.
And we talked about the starting lineup. We talked about the starting lineups there, and now sometimes it comes down to that. And last night, the Hustle starting lineup, elite against this Wisconsin team. You look at it tonight, 29 of Wisconsin's 31 points have come from that starting 5, outscoring the Hustle starting lineup 29-18 here in the opening period.
As we take a look here at the Brown 3 just a moment ago, but then at the other end, Sears with the answer from straight away. Mark Sears is a guy that can get hot and put a lot of points on the board in a hurry. We saw that at Alabama, that's for sure.
Yes, he can. And if he gets hot from 3 and you got to start paying attention to him, now you've got Cormac Ryan. It can become scary hours very, very quickly if those two guys both have their offense going.
Not only are the Hustle struggling from 3 at 3 for 10, they're 2 for 7 in the paint.
Woof. Not
so
good.
Shooting just 6 of 19 overall so far.
The Hustle last night, 29 of 52 in the paint.
Down by double digits. They led wire to wire last night. Dixon will fire a 3. It's short. Rebound loose, picked up by Dixon.
Now see, Dixon, he was hitting them last night. He came out and hit his first attempt. You don't want to fall in love with that, though. And he's now missed his last 3.
Almost threw it away. 3 to shoot. Giroux, no. And James the rebound. So Dickey just 1 for 5 to start this game. Here's Stewart getting inside, and he's going to draw a foul. Lovering called for the foul. I'm with you. I like Kobe Stewart.
Yeah.
And he's kind of found a home.
Whether it was with Austin or when we had him for the one game with the Hustle, he plays well. Every time I see him play, he plays well.
He did not have a double-digit game with Austin. He came to Memphis. He had the one game he was in double digits. And he had, coming into this game, he'd actually been on a streak where he had been only in double digits 1 of his last 11 games. But last night, 12 points. And now with this free throw, if it goes, which it does, he's already got 7 tonight. Maybe he just likes playing in this building.
Yeah, he loves the Lander Center rims.
This is his spot. Whichever uniform he's wearing, he plays well here. Terry goes baseline, pull up, no. James another rebound. Antetokounmpo runs over Burton, offensive foul. Alex Antetokounmpo, the youngest of the Antetokounmpo brothers. It is 4th year in the G League, his 3rd with the Herd. He also spent some time with Raptors 905. Approaching a minute to go in this first quarter, the Herd up by 12. Burton gets in the lane, cut off, trying to find somebody, does, and we're going to get a foul on James. Giroux comes out of there shaking his head. He can't get a shot to fall, just 1 for 5, but he will go to the line.
Dickey's like everybody else on the team. Charlie Brown Jr., the only one, while Lovering's 50%. Charlie Brown Jr., 40%. Everybody else 1 of 5, 1 of 5, 1 of 3, 0 of 1, 0 of 1.
Giroux was 0 for 1 at the line last night. He hits his first attempt tonight.
So the Hustle had, it was at 13. The Hustle got it back down to 6. Wisconsin took it right back up to 12, and after the free throw sets it in at 10 right now with under a minute to go. Let's see how the Hustle closes this quarter out.
From the corner onto the Kupo, knocks down the three. His first points of the night, extend that lead back to 13, matching the biggest of the game. Giroux left of the lane, pull-up jumper won't go. Rebound Dixon. Dixon looking, it's to Giroux. Out to Watson, passes on the three, pulls up instead and missed again. And nothing falling right now for the Hustle. And Dinky Giroux wants them to challenge this out-of-bounds call. So that definitely looked like that was off of. Oh, no, they're going to change it without the challenge. It was overturned there. It was definitely off of Stewart. You can see on that replay. So the Hustle get it. 14 on the shot clock, 19 on the game clock. Dixon. Can't find the range tonight. Offensive rebound, and now the Hustle can hold for the final shot. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go. Burton with 4, 3, 2, loses it. Watson didn't get it off in time. So not a good final possession there for the Hustle. Not a good first quarter for the Hustle. They trail by 13. Wisconsin is last in the league in points in the paint per game. They only average 41 points per game, where the Hustle averaged 56 points per game in the paint. However, last night, Wisconsin did have 60, 19 more than their average. The Hustle were just right at their average, basically. They were outscored 60 to 58. So far tonight, 14 to 4 in the paint points for Wisconsin. Again, the Hustle just can't convert in the paint. Just 2 for 7 in that first quarter.
Yeah, you hope the law of averages start to play out. I think another thing, too, is as you see Loverings in the game and Eric Dixon's not. Dixon fell in love with that three-pointer. 5 of 8 yesterday. He made his first of the night, and then he just kind of started settling for him and missed his next 4. Hopefully he gets back to doing what he does, getting that paint and score there.
What a look ahead right there by Kobe Stewart off the rebound, throwing it right on the money to Antetokounmpo for the lane.
Yeah, you got to say, we definitely are buyers of the Kobe Stewart stock.
Yes.
For sure.
Terry for 3, that's short.
Seems about as a sure thing as gold and silver are right now.
Stewart may just camp out in Memphis, and whatever team comes in picks him up while he plays here.
Who do we have next week? We got a couple games here next week. We got the Legends with the Legends.
Texas and Sioux Falls.
Yeah, Texas and Sioux Falls.
Giroux takes it himself and draws contact. James with his second. He and Lovering, the only two with more than one foul. So Giroux back to the line where he's 1 for 1. Dickey, he's averaging nearly 15 a game now. He's a 75% free throw shooter, 2 for 2 on the night. Lewis pull-up jumper. Ooh, that was right down the middle there for Kyra Lewis Jr. Giroux gets in the lane, got the bounce. Bird had been on a 10-2 run before that Giroux bucket. And now a turnover here by Wisconsin. That's their 5th. The Hustle have not turned the ball over yet in this game. The problem for the Hustle is not keeping possession of the basketball. It's making shots, just 7 of 28. Giroux again. This time he kicks it out. Terry drives it. Yes, and 1 for Lance Terry.
Oh, what a play right there. Athleticism, hang time. Lance Terry showing it all off at the Landers on Grizzlies night in front of this capacity crowd.
Terry getting his first points in the G League here tonight. He did not score in his debut last night. He's got 5 now, chance to make it 6 at the line. 25-year-old out of Georgia Tech. He also played at Gardner-Webb. Hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. Lewis pulls up and drains it again. Former 13th overall pick. He's another one. He has the ability to score in bunches. Zone defense here for Wisconsin. Burton on a drive, denied by Antetokounmpo. Lewis sends it ahead for Davis, and Davis all by himself will dunk that one, and a timeout is taken by Memphis. The Herd with a lot of energy early on, and it's resulted in a 15-point lead. Herd with the 45-30 lead. Grizz night here at the Landers Center. You see Grizz right there.
Yeah,
DJ
Grizz in the house. What if Grizz would let me have his jersey? I don't want to poke the bear, though.
Yeah. Roser here supporting the T-shirt.
Yeah, I got the T-shirt. I'm rocking the T-shirt.
You got Tony Allen in the house.
CA is here.
The Grindfather. You got Benno Udrih in the house.
Yeah.
One of his former teammates who's course, coaching the Wisconsin Herd.
TA rocking those Jordan Cherry 12s. Love those. Classic kick.
There's Benno, the head coach in his 3rd year with the Herd. It was 12 years ago today that he signed with the Grizzlies.
And the rest was history.
Burton for 3. Well, a lot of these threes coming up short for the Hustle. A lot of front iron. Wisconsin has not missed in the quarter. They're 4 for 4.
Oh, God. He tried it.
My goodness. Here's Giroux in transition at the other end.
And I think Deaky wanted to give that back to Tyler, but the defense was playing that, so Deaky just went ahead and laid it in.
3-0. That layup by Giroux, the first fast break points of the game for Memphis.
You can tell Coach Santa Cole was telling them, come on, get up the court. He wants them to get into their actions, get into their set.
Giroux in the paint, hangs and draws the foul. They'll get Davis his first. 3 team fouls on Wisconsin in the quarter. Giroux to the line for the 3rd time. We're going to bring Lacey James in, replacing Butler. And Jerome misses the free throw this time. 2 for 3 on the night. Burton almost had the steal. Instead, Davis hits the runner. Burton gambled, didn't get there in time, and that left Davis open. Davis now with 9. Giroux bullet pass out to Watson, and that 3 is good. Watson's first points. Hustle 4 for 16 beyond the arc. James can't hit. Watson the rebound. Watson again trying to make it 2 in a row, and he does.
There you go, Paul Watson.
Hustle with back-to-back threes from Paul Watson have cut the lead to single digits at 9. Well, the Hustle are generally good at taking care of the basketball. They're 7th in the league in turnovers, average 15 a game. Tonight, 7:33 to go, second quarter. They have yet to turn the basketball over. That is overly good.
That is really, really impressive. It is to have played this long of basketball, not turned it over, and be down 9.
Yeah.
Even more impressive. It's got to be like some kind of record.
Well, when you're shooting 32% and the opposing team is shooting 63%, that evens that out in a hurry.
This is like when Happy Gilmore tried to take a skate off and stab somebody with it. Same kind of record we're talking about.
Not only are the Herd shooting 63% from the field, they're shooting 63% from beyond the arc as well. Last night, they were 8 of 36. They've already made 7 threes tonight on just 11 attempts. And Ryan has only made 1 of them. They got the mismatch here with Butler against Terry. And it's a shot clock violation. Did Terry get a piece of that?
I think he did get a piece of that right there. But if you're Butler, you got to go up. You got to go up stronger than that. That's
7 foot versus 6'2".
Yeah, you have to be stronger than that.
It's Terry doing the job defensively.
Because you have to think Butler is one of these guys that has tools of what NBA teams want. You're really tall. You can make threes. You can block shots. But you got to play with more physicality than that.
And that one is tipped up and in for Dixon.
See, there it is right there. If you're Butler, you get the ball. You got to go get the ball.
Inside Ryan. Nice job. Just kind of caught it and released it all in one motion to make sure nobody could get there to block that. Now they go to Dixon against Ryan. Double team comes. It's out to Brown for 3. Yes.
Charlie Brown Jr. didn't hesitate at all. Nice pass out right there by Eric Dixon. He gets his first assist of the game.
Down to a 6-point game. Stewart's 3 is good. That halts an 11-2 run by Memphis that had gotten them within 6. Stewart now into double digits again with 10 points. Terry on the drive, inside in the finish. Lance Terry with 8 in this first half. Oh, you don't want to leave him wide open. That's not the guy you want wide open.
Not at all. He will make you pay.
Ryan into double figures with 10, his second 3. Watson, too hard off the glass. Dixon, offensive rebound. He left it short, and the rebound pulled away by Antetokounmpo.
This is a good defensive play by Antetokounmpo because it looked like Dixon was going to have an easy follow, but Antetokounmpo at least made him adjust his shot. And then Wisconsin threw it away, and CB&J all the way with the jam.
It was a very athletic save there by Antetokounmpo, but he would have been better off just letting it go out of bounds as he threw it right to Brown for the easy breakaway dunk. 11 points off of 6 turnovers now for the Hustle. And a foul going to be called. They're going to get Watson. Let's see here. No, Watson didn't do anything.
No.
Watson definitely did not foul him. Watson did not touch him. I don't know if you want to challenge it because they may just switch the foul.
Right.
There may have been a foul. It just definitely was not on Watson. Watson did not come close to touching it. 5 to shoot. Ball knocked out of bounds with 4 on the shot clock. Terry getting his hand on there to knock that one away. Sears with 2 to shoot. They're not going to get it off in time. Another shot clock violation. That is 7 turnovers on Wisconsin.
Yeah, you gotta be more heads up right there at the end of the shot clock. Time, situation, that's something the point guard is supposed to be very headsy about.
Well, when you inbound with 4 on the shot clock, everybody should know.
Everybody
you got to
should
shoot
know.
it immediately.
Yes.
Brown fouled by Sears. Sears with his first. 4 team fouls on Wisconsin, so the next one will put them over the limit. Burton to bring it in. Rockwell 4 to shoot. Brown picks up the loose ball. TB from the corner is short. Stewart a rebound.
Good job by the Hustle getting a look there, getting a pretty good look. But almost said Burton was short, almost a backcourt.
Almost another Wisconsin turnover. Here's Sears off the screen, and Sears gets fouled.
Yeah, Hustle doing a really good job defensively right now, getting their hands on balls, getting deflections, kind of making things a little difficult for Wisconsin. A good job by Sears here. They're staying patient, getting the contact from Burton right there on his head, and he gets a free throw.
For Burton, that is number 2. Burton has yet to score. 0 for 4 from the field. The leading scorer on the year for the Hustle. Sears' first free throw attempt of the game. He's a 93% free throw shooter. His form holds true there. The lead goes back to 10. Brown kicks it out. Here's Burton again. And finally, Tyler Burton is on the board as he rips the cord with the 3 there. Ryan, quick release off the screen, off to the left. To shoot. Dixon working against Ryan, overpowers him, through contact, gets the bucket and the foul.
Oh, strong right there by Eric Dixon. We said kind of taking too many threes. He'd missed 4 in a row. Get down low, take the ball to the basket, and Dixon does it right there. Gives himself a 3-point opportunity.
Dixon was 5 for 5 at the line last night. He's at 75% since joining the Hustle. Got 9 points and 6 rebounds, and make it 10 now as he's into double figures again. Sears off the screen in the paint and fouled again, and that's going to be 3 on Lawson Lovering.
That's tough right there.
It's big because you don't have Abu Usman tonight, so you're short at the center position. See the foul there on the arm, and that puts the 93% free throw shooter back at the line. As Watson will come in to replace Lovering. So you're having to play small. Now the good thing is you don't have a dominant big man on the other side. They're not, so you're not going small is not that big of a problem against Wisconsin.
But if you're Wisconsin, you got to look at it and say, with Lovering out, we need to attack.
Sears connects on the free throw. He's up to 13 now after he had 25 last night. Watson's 3. That's another one for Paul Watson, his 3rd of the game. He's got 9. The 7th time that he's made at least 3 threes in a game. Davis answers from the right side. Johnny Davis with 12.
Davis having a much better game tonight than he did last night.
Rockwell with the 3, or with the 2 rather. Yeah, Davis last night was 0 for 5 from 3. He's 2 for 3 tonight.
Yeah, he's already got more points tonight than he did all of last night. He finished last night with 10. He's already got 12.
Ryan fouled, and he'll go to the line as Crockwell called for this foul. Ryan at 86% free throw shooter. Goes to the line for the first time. Crockwell goes out with Giroux back in. Ryan and Sears are not the guys you want to foul. They will generally convert. So that's 4 free throws in the game for Wisconsin. They only shot 5 all last night. They are last in the league in free throw attempts per game. Burton got another. It's down to a 3-point game. Hustle once trailed by 16.
Yeah, Hustle got a chance at a 40-point quarter here.
Ryan on the drive and the finish. Hustle, who were 3 of 12 in the first quarter from three-point land, are 6 of 10 in this quarter.
Yeah, that's a travel right there. Yeah, he hopped his feet before he started dribbling.
A 5-point game, 56 seconds to go. That is the first Hustle turnover of the game. It comes with under a minute to play before halftime. Sears drives, goes to Stewart. Nice behind the back move for Kobe Stewart in the finish.
Yeah, tough finish too. It almost looked like it might spin off the rim, but spun back in. Good athletic move right there by Kobe Stewart.
And now back-to-back turnovers by the Hustle as Giroux loses that one out of bounds. He thought he was fouled, didn't get the call. So 32 seconds to go.
4-point play tonight, by the way, is favorite department stores. In honor of Sears, Mark Sears.
Inside James. Off the feed from Sears. Shot clock off. Hustle have seen the lead go right back to 9 as they'll try for the final shot. Giroux. Giroux will fire no, and first half comes to an end. So the Hustle trailed by 16, got within 3. It's the Herd by 9 at the half.
Today. Thank you, first of all, this is so great for all the support that Memphis has given the Great Center over the years. But our mission is to serve the underserved. And we do that in four primary areas. First of all, we have an education program where we offer tutoring to third and fifth graders. And we have a leadership program for middle school and high school. We also have a healthcare program where we offer and then finally, we have a food pantry for those in need, and then a football for those that experience traffic and they need supplies. So we're just grateful for this opportunity and all for support. Anybody who's going to go to SotoGreatCenter.org, you can look us up and donate donations or volunteer to help out our program.
Very, very cool. Thank you so much for that. You guys are going to get consolidated. We got a new facility opening in all branch at some point. And if you guys want to help out, you see our Christmas night uniform auction. Proceeds benefit the Soto County Dream Center. So hit that QR code and help out today. Thank you so much, guys. Let's hear it for the Soto County Dream Center.
Men's hockey won a gold medal for the first time in 46 years. Jack Hughes loses 2 teeth, wins the gold medal. I think it's a good trade-off.
You feel bad for Canada. Like you said, they should have won. They should have won 9 times out of 10.
I don't feel bad for Canada.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Probably delivered or created the biggest headline from the weekend by leaving open the possibility that he will play at the Masters.
I don't think it's very likely, but anything with Tiger seemingly throughout his career, even in the late stages coming off injuries, has been possible. I mean, it will take a Herculean effort, I would believe, Gary, for him to be able to make it. But I think, I'll say this, if it is all physically possible, I think he will do it.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Yes.
Meshack's going to be something.
We all
I really do. I really think he's going to be something. Dude, he plays so hard.
Jalen, I'm about to see
he
your video.
fits exactly the kind of thing that I always talk about, which is, do you give an honest effort?
Yeah.
And he tries so hard all the time, no matter the circumstance.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's a 9-point game at the half with Wisconsin led throughout the first half. They have not trailed in this game. They led by as many as 16 after last night. The Hustle led throughout and never trailed on their way to the victory in game 1 of this back-to-back set. Good to have you with us once again, Eli Savoy. John Roser. Roser sporting the Grizz Knight t-shirt here at the Lander Center. And John, the game of basketball in the end comes down to putting the ball in the basket. Last night, Wisconsin had a lot of trouble doing that, especially from three-point range. Tonight, they are not having trouble doing that, as they are shooting 67% from the field and 67% from three-point range.
Yeah, 10 of 15 from 3. Now, a good thing for the Hustle. The Hustle have made 9 themselves and are shooting 41%. But, you know, the Hustle starting 5 dominated their matchup against Wisconsin starting 5 last night. Tonight, though, 56-42, the Herd starting 5 has outscored the Hustle. I think another thing, too, the Hustle doubled up Wisconsin in second chance points last night, 16-8. The Hustle in the first half, 10 offensive rebounds, but just 5 second chance points. They're 5-4 there. Something, too, the Hustle had wire-to-wire last night. So far, Wisconsin trying to do that again tonight, as they have led so far for the entire 24 minutes that we have played basketball.
Last night, the Herd made a total of 8 threes in 36 attempts. They've already made 10 tonight in just 15 attempts as you take a look at those first half numbers. Leading the way for Memphis, Charlie Brown Jr. with 14 points. Dixon and Giroux each in double figures as well with 10 apiece. However, neither one of them shooting it well. Dixon just 3 of 10 from the field. Giroux 3 of 9. For Wisconsin, 4 in double figures. Carmack Ryan, who was not here last night, he is the two-way guy playing tonight. He's got 14 to lead the way. Sears with 13 points and 8 assists. And Johnny Davis and Kobe Stewart with 12 apiece for Wisconsin. Time now for tonight's 4-point play.
In honor of Mark Sears, we're going to go with department stores. Walmart's the GOAT. It's just because they have everything, and I also think if you want to be old, but sometimes I like to be, you can go there and get exercise. Just seriously, just walk around Walmart a couple of times and you get your 10,000 steps for the day. It's amazing.
When I used to live in Rolla, Missouri, going to Walmart was like the thing to do in town. That was Saturday. Like
that's a lot of small
that's where
towns in the
people hung
country.
out. Like, you're like, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm going to Walmart. Of course, it's Saturday. Like, yeah, I'll see you there because I'll be there as well.
No, that's the thing to do in these small towns. You go to Walmart. Target, obviously, I don't know how your wife is. My fiance loves Target. Oh my gosh, she loves Target. I don't mind going there either because they sell sports cards. I go right to the sports card section. I rarely even buy anything. I just like to go there and look.
I'm a Target guy.
But yeah, it gives me something to do. Nordstrom, big fan of Nordstrom Rack here in Memphis and Laurelwood. Love Nordstrom Rack because they have deals there on quality clothes. And then I've always been Dillard's over Macy's. And JCPenney. I've always been Dillard's. I've always liked, at least in the Memphis area, Dillard's for me, I've always liked better.
I'm a Dillard's fan, but I have people of my age, and you probably are old enough. You got to hold a soft spot in your heart for JCPenney because of the JCPenney catalog back in the day.
Yeah.
When that massive JCPenney catalog used to come in the mail, it was a special day around Christmas time.
I'm with you on that one. And, I will say, Oak Court Mall in Memphis, they tore down the Macy's. And the Macy's at Oak Court Mall did have a terrific polo section. But that Dillard's there, still open. Dillard's is really good.
I always wondered how the mailman on JCPenney catalog day pulled it off. Because you had everybody getting one. And they were massive and heavy as hell. But somehow they did it. The Herd scored the last 6 of the first half after the Hustle had cut it down to 3. And Lovering gets the first 2 of the second half off the feed from Dixon.
Yeah, nice job right there by Lawson, Lovering, and Bano wants a timeout right away. Doesn't like the defense from Butler right there.
We saw him use some quick timeouts last night. He uses one here to start the third. Well, we saw last night Beno Udrih a couple of different times when there was something he did not like on the defensive end. He used a timeout. He used a timeout last night, less than 2 minutes into the game. And here, 44 seconds into the third quarter, the Hustle get 1 bucket, and he takes a timeout because he didn't like the way John Butler defended there on that play against Lovering. So he is not afraid to use his timeouts to do some coaching on the defensive end.
No, not at all.
Trying to end a 9-game losing streak, trying to get a win in February. Their last chance to get a win in February. They're 0 for the month at 0 for 8. Sears, gets a friendly bouncer that goes all the way around the iron and then kisses off the glass and goes in.
You know, I won't be surprised if Bano got that from, you know, he won championships with the Spurs. If he got that from Greg Popovich. I've seen Popovich used to do that all the time. It'd be the first quarter. It'd be the first minute of the game. The first possession, they give up something just super easy. He would say, no, timeout. And just immediately correct it. We are not coming out and playing like this. And I can imagine that is exactly what his message was on that first defensive possession of the second half. He calls timeout and says, we are not doing this right off the bat.
Kobe Stewart picks up the foul, his second. So the Hustle get another chance. Dickey pull up mid-range off the back iron. Got his own rebound, but a foul, loose ball foul, and again this will be against Wisconsin, and again it's against Stewart. So Stewart back-to-back fouls on rebounds as he picks up his third. Giroux against Sears, and another foul. This one will send Giroux to the line. So 3 team fouls on the possession for Wisconsin, and Giroux will be at the line.
Yeah, the first minute 38 of the half.
Sears with his second. Stewart becomes the first Herd player with 3. Lovering had 3 in the first half for Memphis as Giroux gets the bounce on the free throw. Dickey with 12. Davis against Burton gets in the lane, and he'll have a 3-point opportunity. So we have had 4 fouls called in the last about 25 seconds of action. And Johnny Davis, former 10th overall pick by the Washington Wizards in 2022. He was technically a part of the Grizzlies. Very briefly. He was acquired from the Wizards in the Marcus Smart trade. But then the Grizzlies let him go before he ever put on a Grizzlies uniform. He gets the 3-point play. Lead back to 11. Lob for Lovering. Broken up by Stewart, but he couldn't control it. Memphis will keep it with 11 to shoot.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there for Lovering to try to gather that. Would have been really impressive if he could.
Brown floats it up. No.
Oh.
That's
that's definitely got to be a foul on Charlie Brown Jr. right there.
Hey, fist out, fist
He
out.
sends Davis to the floor. 5 fouls in just over 2 minutes of action.
Yeah. Come on, refs. Let's not do this. But I mean, you have to call. I mean,
they've all been.
Yeah.
A lot of physicality.
A lot of physicality tonight.
Here's Butler, and there's another one.
4 on Lovering.
So Lovering picking up his 4th, and that is 3 team fouls apiece with 9:42 to go in the quarter.
Not as good of a night from Lawson. Might have been a bad juju from our post-game interview last night. Are we the jinx?
He'll go to the bench. Watson in to replace him. And Watson being forced to play basically the backup center position with Usman not available tonight as Butler hits the free throw. And an offensive foul. Wow. He whistles, man, fast and furious here in the third.
The game has grounded to a halt.
Dixon with his second. Offensive foul does not count as a team foul, so it's still both teams with 3. Carmack Brown is wide open. Oh, and he comes up short.
Hustle got bailed out right there. That is not the guy to leave open.
Yeah, he is not going to miss many of those. Now trying to guard Dixon. Dixon goes right at him, right through him, and gets the bucket. Sears back the other way. Up top it comes to Ryan. This time trying to drop it off for Butler, and it is out of bounds. Last touch by Butler, so Memphis gets the turnover. 8 turnovers against the Herd. 3 for the Hustle. We went all the way to the final minute of the first half before committing their first. Giroux goes step back, no. Long rebound chased down by Davis as he beats Watson to it. And now Stewart just throws it right to Burton.
Yeah, and you got to throw that up in the air to the corner. Oh!
Man, that's going to be a foul.
That's definitely a foul. That could have been dangerous right there. But Charlie Brown Jr. was able to still keep his balance and land. It's always dangerous when you get hit in midair like that.
So it will be a side out. It was before the catch. So Stewart now with 4 fouls. He's got 3 in the quarter. And the next foul by Wisconsin will put Memphis at the line. Giroux drives, denied by Stewart. What a block. Davis to Ryan, wide open, missed again. 2 wide open threes he's missed. The other way, Giroux. And they're going to get Stewart. That's going to be his 4th foul of the quarter already. So Giroux will go to the line. Stewart played 20 minutes in the first half, and he had 1 foul. He has played less than 4 minutes in the third quarter, and he's picked up 4 in the quarter.
It's got to be some kind of record.
So he goes to the bench with 5 fouls overall. And Giroux connects with the free throw. Geeky 4 for 5 at the line. Shot won't go. Giroux the rebound, and then Giroux.
I don't know what just happened right there.
He was going to throw it ahead and decided at the last minute not to, and then he just let it go.
Well, Charlie was the only guy ahead. The other 4 guys were all back here.
He almost traveled with it.
Right, he went over and talked to Charlie, said, my bad.
Luckily, he had somebody there to grab the basketball, Dixon.
This just in, our statistician has just handed me a piece of paper. We are on pace for the longest quarter in the history of basketball right now.
Dixon
Stop
to the line.
calling fouls.
Rob Santacola. See there as Dixon's at the line. And Eric Dixon, 3 for 3. So 8 for 8 the last 2 nights for Dixon at the charity stripe. 7-point game. Sears. And guess what?
We get another foul. Of course we do.
Spoiler alert.
What?
Spoiler alert. There's a foul.
There's another foul.
So
when is the last time we had 2 consecutive possessions without a foul?
It's the last time we had 1 possession without a foul.
Yeah, right.
Both teams will be in the penalty the rest of this quarter. Sears. Is this 1 for 3? I believe that was a 3, was it?
Yeah, I think it was a 3, yeah.
It is.
Well, they gave the points to the Hustle up there.
Well, that's
right here on our monitor, it's right, but up there it's not.
It should be 81-71.
Yes.
Our scoreboard on the screen there is incorrect.
They could have called one right there.
And Dixon gets the bucket inside. They're trying to get the scoreboard fixed here in the arena, which will fix it on our screen. And that's a turnover. Antetokounmpo stepped out of bounds.
But we just played, each team played a possession without a foul being called.
Now the score is correct. 81-73. Terry back in the game for Memphis. Off the miss, Sears pulls it out of there. They can't convert. A couple of great opportunities, but ball won't go down. And back the other way, Dixon kicks to Watson. Off the mark. Back tap rebound to Ryan. James inside and uses his strength against Brown there. Back to a 10-point game. Giroux sweeping through the lane. Beautiful shot right there.
A strong drive right there by Dickey. Just waited. He had James on him and just kind of waited enough to have that one-on-one matchup. He's like, okay, there it is. I'm going to blow right by him and get the lay-in.
Sears.
And now all of a sudden they're not calling fouls on anything.
I was just
like,
saying,
now,
I thought he got fouled twice there.
They hit their quota.
Hustle timeout. Heard by 10. The Hustle keep hanging around. They trail by as many as 16. They got it down to 3. It's currently at 10. They've just really been tough to get stops with this Wisconsin team. Still shooting over 61% for the game and 55% from the three-point arc. They're also perfect at the free throw line, 7 for 7. Hustle at 39% overall, 36% from distance, and they're 10 for 11 at the free throw line.
Well, that's another big one right there. Wisconsin, they've already doubled up their total from last night in free throw points. They had just 7 free throw points all of last night, and as you just said, the Hustle have more tonight again, but it's 18-14, not 20-7.
Crockrell, Watson, Burton, Dixon, and Terry on the floor for Memphis. Here's Burton, and James gets the block as Burton came with bad intentions. Onto the Kumpo, out to the corner. Davis misses with the 3.
Fast break opportunity right here.
Good job by Wisconsin to get back defensively.
They did, definitely. 3-on-3 there. The Hustle had some, they could have gotten something attacking, but a good job by the Herd defense.
Watson backs it out, gets to Dixon, 8 to shoot for Crockwell. Terry on the baseline, 3 to shoot, gonna have to launch. He does, and hits.
Well, that's an impressive shot right there from Lance Terry. Johnny Davis had it defended well. You just got to tip your cap. Great shot by Lance Terry, who didn't score last night. He's got 11 tonight.
Just his second G League game. Sears drives through the lane. He missed it. Got wide open and couldn't hit. Crockrell running hook. And not close. Sears and taken away by Crockrell. Leaves it for Burton. Burton lays it in.
Oh, I thought he wanted to yak onto the Kumpo right there, but Burton settles for the layup. It's just as good of a dunk. It counts as 2 points. The Hustle within 5.
able to
And
get
Davis was throwing that onto the Kumbo, who had started to run through, and he's lucky Cormac Ryan was there.
Ryan gets to the rim for 2.
I thought he walked. Okay, he did. See, I'm not the only one. Thank you, our Prius crew, our Prius police in the back.
Davis, Sears, trouble handling it, able to save it though on the baseline. And now he throws it away. Dixon intercepts. They try to get it to James. Watson, 3-ball, yes!
Paul Watson!
His 4th 3 of the night.
And he's got 12. So, he has scored 13. How many times? 3 times this year? His season high this regular season, 13 points.
Four times.
4 times he scored 13 points. One more bucket. That's an and one. Look at Terry. He's not afraid. He needed 1 game to get used to the G League.
James the foul. Terry can pull the hustle within 1. As Lewis checks back in. Ano Steger checking into the game for the first time for Wisconsin.
Scary Terry.
So they are challenging this. Wisconsin is challenging this call. It's interesting. I want to see this again. I don't think there's much to challenge here. So they challenge it. This is their first of their 2 challenges. As we take another look at it. Oh, they're trying to get that turned to an offensive foul with that off arm of Terry to the face of James.
And they will.
Now James also hits him in the face
too.
So this will be interesting.
This will be. I don't know, how do you rule that?
Yeah, I don't. It's
because I mean he very clearly does hit James first.
Yeah, they both
hit each other in the face.
Hit each other in the face. So Cameron Garber, J.P. Prim, Joe Prince.
I just saw J.P. Prim mouth offensive foul.
I think because he did it first.
He did it first, right? That's where it stops.
Will be on him.
That's where the whistle is. So the second one.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, once.
2 points, and it's going to be Wisconsin ball directly side out, 3-line extended.
That's a heck of a challenge by Benno Udrich. That takes what was going to be a chance at a 3-point play off the board.
That's a great challenge right there. And so to explain to people, once Terry hits James with that first one in the face, that's the offensive foul. The call right there makes it an offensive foul. So after that, when James hits Terry in the face, it doesn't matter at that point because the offensive foul has already taken place. So for them, when they're replaying it, that's where the play then stops and it's awarded to Wisconsin.
So take away the 2 points. The lead is still 4. For Terry, it's his first foul. Wisconsin still with 1 challenge remaining. Memphis still has both of their challenges. Ryan to Lewis. Lewis, oh, nice little finger roll high off the glass there to get it over Charlie Brown Jr. Brown drives, and he's fouled by James. James picks up his 3rd. Brown to the line. Brown with 14, one of 5 hustle players in double figures. He's 2 for 2 at the line. Make it 3 for 3. So now Brown, Dixon, and Giroux all have 16 for Memphis. Lewis for three. That's off the mark. Rebound batted around. Out to Lewis. And Steeker's pass is knocked away by Brown. Out of bounds. 11 to shoot. As Wisconsin will bring it in. Dixon up off the bench. He'll check in. Giroux checks in. Watson and Crockwell going out. And now a turnover. Terry gets the steal. Terry with the right hand hammer.
Terry on their heads.
Down to a 2-point game. It's a 12-2 hustle run. Ryan, no. Hustle looking for the tie, possibly the lead. They haven't led tonight. We haven't been tied tonight. It's been Wisconsin leading throughout. Burton for the lead.
No money! Tyler Burton, top of the key, 3 of 6 from 3, 11 points in the game. The 6th hustle player to hit double figures.
Lewis floats it up, gets the bounce, and puts the Herd back on top. Burton against Steger goes right through him, and he'll go to the line. Well, the hustle. We'll take a look at Lance Terry. How about Lance Terry in his second game after last night just taking 2 shots in the entire game, going 0 for 2. Tonight, 5 for 9 from the field, 13 points, 3 rebounds. He's 2 for 5 from 3.
Leave no doubts on that.
Burton at the line connects. And now we seesaw back and forth here as we're into the final minute of the third quarter. Lewis for 3. That's 6 straight that they have missed from beyond the arc, and now an offensive foul called on Giroux.
Yeah, got Sears with the off arm there. We're going to replay of it. It is right. I mean, he embellished it, but, I mean, did it right in front of Joe Prince.
5 hustle turnovers. Wisconsin with 13.
He sold it. He got him, but he sold it.
They'll go 2 for 1 here. Here's Lewis on the drive, left-handed scoop. Nice move there for Kyra Lewis Jr.
Coach Santacola saying he pushed off. Call push off foul one way, you got to call it the other way too.
7 seconds the difference between the clocks. Inside Dixon, yes. Good feed from Giroux, good finish by Dixon. And now Wisconsin with the shot clock off will play for the final shot of the quarter, trying to regain the lead as we go to the 4th. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on James.
Yeah, he pushed Dixon right there.
So the hustle will get the final shot of the quarter with 7.5 to go. Giroux takes it himself right down the lane. Oh, too hard off the glass. And that'll bring the third quarter to an end. The hustle outscore the Herd 33-23 in the quarter. They lead by 1 as we go to the 4th. Hustle by one as we go to the fourth. The Herd, who were so good in the first half, 10 of 15 from three-point range, were just 1 for 9 in that third quarter from distance. The Hustle clearly on track to get to 100 points, and that is a magic number against Wisconsin. The Herd just 2 and 16 when the opponent gets to the 100-point mark.
Well, it would be the lowest scoring quarter of the season for the Hustle if they don't get to 100 points.
Lowest scoring Hustle in the history of the franchise.
History, I think,
by quite some margin, I believe.
Do we think there's any G League team that has scored fewer than 6 points in a quarter ever?
I can't imagine. Today we started the fourth with a foul. Just
in case we didn't get enough.
In case you
16 of them
in that little break there between quarters, you were thinking, boy, I could really use another foul.
Yeah. It's like cowbell. Gotta have me some cowbell. Gotta have me some fouls. We do have halftime in Dallas.
Yes, we got Grizz night here. It is
the Grizz night
in
Dallas.
Action in Dallas, as we're going to get a challenge here. Rob Santacola is challenging this foul call. We'll tell you about that Grizzlies score when we come back. So they are looking at this foul call. Rob Santacola has challenged it. As we mentioned, Grizz night here. Grizzlies in action in Dallas tonight, and they are leading the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are up 64-44 at halftime against the Mavericks. Only one player in the entire game is in double figures. Cam Spencer, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. He leads all scorers in the game. Jemai Meshack has 8 points also for the Grizz. So, yeah, the Grizz up by 20 in Dallas. Both teams with 21 wins.
They continue to look at this. I do not see any contact from Lance Terry. On that swipe, I don't believe he makes any contact. Well, that what they just showed, it does not look like he touches him. Now they're going to discuss it.
So would they jump tip at half court? because their possession, I mean, the ball bounced like 3 times.
Overturn to a no call. The challenge is going to be deemed successful. Memphis will record your timeout. Please take the team foul off the board. Due to the fact that there's no foul to play in possession, we're going to jump ball center circle 82 in the game.
Yeah. Jump ball center, yeah. Because the ball bounced like 2 or 3 times before Wisconsin got it again. So there's no imminent possession, so you just jump ball at center court.
Lance Terry, by the way, a +12 in this game.
Yeah, he just needed 1 game to get his feet wet. He's been good to go. Very impressive.
He had been playing in Spain before coming here to the G League. Hustle picked him up with Nate Hinton going out for the season with his hamstring injury. And let's see, this is going to be, we're going to re-jump this.
Cameron Garbert's like, I'm not looking at it, we're just going to re-jump.
Couldn't tell who touched it between Terry and Lewis. This time, Lovering wins the tap. So the Hustle get it.
So both coaches, good challenges here this half.
Davis knocks it away. Stays with the Hustle, 13 to shoot. And that's going to be Lovering with his 5th. He'll go out. Dixon comes in. Sears. Now Davis to Lewis, his 3. But they continue to struggle in the second half from 3. Giroux, and that's a foul on Davis.
Yeah, that's like a hip check from Davis right there.
For Davis, it's his 1st.
So while I'm not a fan of calling fouls, I recognize there are some you have to call, and that is one of them.
I'm not sure how any player made it through that 3rd quarter without a foul getting called on that, but Davis did. That's his 1st.
Very impressive.
Watson, no.
Kyron Lewis is now the only player to have played in the game who has not been called for a foul.
Antetokounmpo to the basket against Burton and puts it in. Antetokounmpo had a season high last night, 14. Now has 7 tonight. Off the miss and a loose ball foul. Is that on it?
Yeah, it is on Antetokounmpo. I mean, I think it was a foul. It was a very late whistle, but yeah, right. I don't know. I thought he hit Dixon in the head, but that replay didn't really look like he might have missed.
Giroux pulls up, can hit the jumper. Another offensive rebound. Out to Burton for 3. Yes!
Yeah, he's one of those, you can't leave him that wide open. Tyler Burton's going to make it all day.
His 4th 3 of the game.
16 points now for Burton. Antetokounmpo tries to answer and misses.
Burton again from deep. Bang! TB puts the Hustle at 100. And a foul here on James.
A 4-point opportunity. If this was NBA Jam, we'd be saying, he's heating up.
And if it was Rosa rule, we would be going home.
The game would be over. No more fouls.
James with his 5th foul. He goes out. Burton with his 5th 3 of the game. Misses the free throw. It's the 12th time this year overall, the 9th of the regular season where he's made at least 4 from beyond the arc. Hustle with their biggest lead. Now Terry, another steal. Terry goes Euro step to the rim.
What a Euro from Spain to South Haven. A Euro lays it up and in.
Timeout, Wisconsin. The Hustle with their biggest lead at 102-95, trying to hand the Herd a 10th straight loss. Trying to win 2 in a row themselves for the first time in the regular season. Herd were terrific from 3 early on in this game. They were 10 of 15 in the first half. They are 1 for 11 in the second half. And they've gone over 13 minutes of game action since they last made a 3.
Yeah, the way they started this game was like, well, might just be one of those nights where the outside shots are falling for them, but as the game has played on, that has not been the case. The Hustle got to close now. You built yourself a 7-point lead. You got 9.5 to go. You got to close it out and get this back-to-back win.
Mark Sears pulls up and hits. Sears with 23, coming off of a 25-point game last night. Another just 17 again. Off for Burton, unable to connect. Here comes Ryan. To Sears. Sears lays it in. So Sears matches his 25 from last night. And quickly, the 7-point lead is down to 3. Dixon from deep. No. And now the Herd could tie it with a long one. Ryan on a drive, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, strong take right there. Cormac Ryan.
Burton picks up his 4th.
Yeah, I thought he traveled again. If you watch, yeah, it's, yeah, he might have kept the left one down. Dixon did a good job of avoiding the foul, but Burton came over just a little too fast and ran right into him.
Ryan hits the free throw. He's 2 for 2 at the line, 18 now. 3 below his average. Dixon couldn't handle the pass. Butler picks it up. Lewis to Ryan. And Ryan gets the bucket in the Herd. Just like that, back on top as they've scored the last 8. 8 minutes to go. That's our 8th lead change. And this one out of bounds. Off of the Herd. It'll stay with the Hustle with 10 to shoot. Dixon, good move as he gets by Butler for 2.
Well, that's a skilled move right there. Goes left, boom, cross behind the back and just bumps Butler. Lays it up with the lefty on the right side of the goal.
Davis drives baseline and scores it.
That's a good move right there by Davis. What baseline? Looked like he wanted to rise up to dunk. Had a defender come over, a little dipsy-do in midair and lays it in.
Dixon trying to overpower Butler.
Yeah, that's all day. Butler.
And one.
All day right there for Dixon. He sees Butler and he sees food. Let the big man eat.
Butler's got the height advantage, length advantage, but Dixon
wants
with the strength advantage.
Yeah, Butler has wanted no part of physical play.
4 fouls on Butler. Kobe Stewart going to replace Lewis as Dixon tries to complete the 3-point play. Dixon with 22 now. So he has been over 20 or more in 5 of the 7 games he has played since joining the Hustle.
And Butler right there, who picked up that foul. Butler, 4 blocked shots last night, has 0 tonight. That's a better play right there.
He gets the bucket. That's Sears' 11th assist. Mark Sears, his first double-double a year, 25 points, 11 assists.
Well, Butler, good job catching that ball, realizing I have a smaller defender on him. Is just like, I'm going to rise up over him on this layup.
Off the miss, it's out of bounds to the Hustle. Sears with the 11 assists. It matches his overall season high. It is a regular season high. He had 11 in a game in the tip-off tournament.
You got to mention Kobe Stewart back in the game. You know, picked up those 4 fouls very fast in the third quarter, and that's where things started to spiral for Wisconsin when Stewart went off the court. The +7 in the box score. And that lead evaporated when he went out.
Dixon again to the paint.
Yeah, that's
again,
a foul. Yeah.
Butler
Cannot
answer.
Yeah, he cannot guard him. They need to exploit that matchup for as long as Butler is going to be in and guarding Dixon. They need to try to get Dixon in isolation situations against Butler. He's going to go by him. He's more physical. Butler doesn't want a part of that physical play. And if they send somebody else over, that's going to leave somebody for the Hustle wide open. And Dixon's a good enough of a passer to pass out of it.
So all of their bigs have 5. James 5, Butler 5, Stewart 5. Lovering has 5 for Memphis. As Dixon gets the free throw. Dixon 34 last night, 25 tonight. Hustle by 2. Sears against Terry. Sears goes to the fadeaway and hits it.
Wow, tough shot right there. If you're Lance Terry, he kind of just threw his head back like, man, I thought I played pretty good defense on him. I agree with you, Lance. Mark Sears just hit a really good shot.
Well, Mark Sears and Eric Dixon were 2 of the best players in America last year in college basketball. Both are showing it the last 2 nights, just how good they are, especially on the offensive end.
Coach Stewart could have got a 6th foul right there. They did not call it, but he absolutely got Dixon across the arm.
And Butler got the block against Watson. That's Dixon's first miss of the second half. He gets the steal here. Ahead to Terry.
Oh! Sir Lancelot, bring him your finest meats and cheeses from across the land.
And a traveling violation called against Sears. Before that last miss, Dixon had been 5 for 5 in the field and 5 for 5 at the line in this half.
And what we talk about in the first half with Dixon, he fell in love with that 3-pointer a little too much, needed to get back to that 2-point range, attacking the basket. He's done it here in the second half, much more productive, and he's turned his game around.
Wisconsin, who turns it over often, nearly 17 a game on the season. They have 17 turnovers now tonight. Dixon 4-3 short. Sears the rebound. Bird with it in a 2-point game. And we are going to officially enter clutch territory here. Pull up mid-range. Can't get the bounce. And Dixon has his 9th rebound. So Dixon looking for a second straight double-double. Inside. This time he fades away. Can't hit it. Ryan sets up Butler, and he gets it for the tie. So we have entered clutch territory. The Hustle 4-7 in clutch games. The Herd 3-7 in clutch games. Within 5 points in the final 5 minutes. We were tied here with 4.5 to go. Dixon again. Oh, got inside, missed it, but knocks it away. Hustle get another chance.
Yeah, great job right there by Dixon to stay with it. Kept it alive, gives him another chance. Terry!
Oh, halfway down, and somehow it comes out. Sears. And they're going to call that goaltending. So slap on the backboard there.
Yeah.
So the Herd back up by 2.
He's challenging it.
They're going to challenge this. So now, did they say he made contact with the ball? Is that what they called it?
Yeah, that's.
Or were they calling it because of the slap of the backboard?
So, if I'm correct, we've only had 2 challenges in the game. This will be the 3rd.
Yes.
So far, the coaches are 2 for 2.
I don't think he. Ooh, actually, I think he did touch the ball.
I think he did.
After
yeah.
it touched the glass.
Because it stopped. The rotation on the ball changed.
It looks like it's coming off and it goes right back to the glass. Yeah. He touched it after it touched the glass.
Yeah, he touched it.
So this will be this.
Yeah. This will be our first unsuccessful challenge of the night.
The Hustle will be out of challenges.
Yeah, I mean they're quick on this one. I think once you see the ball change directions, it's. Yeah,
you can see it coming off of the glass and then goes right back to the glass.
Confirmed it's a goaltending violation. Memphis going to be charged a timeout, and then it'll be out of challenge and start the second one. Reset the game clock to 4.
So the Herd with the only remaining challenge here with 4:01 to go.
You know what? I got to give props here to Cameron Garber. He has been very good on the explanations. It's something you can tell from crew chiefs. The crew chiefs that have done this more, gotten more comfortable.
He's not our, what's our guy? What's the one who opens it up for questions every time?
Brett,
can't think of his name, but he's the best.
Yes.
Because he literally opens the floor up for questions. Can't beat that.
Brent Haskell.
Yes.
It's Brent Haskell? Brett Haskell? Brent Haskell. I apologize to you, Brent, if you're watching.
He always says, does anybody have any questions?
Anybody have any questions? You know what? I always enjoy seeing some of these G League referees when I get to, when I see them get to officiate NBA games. Because you know, I've noticed the Grizzlies who have had a couple times this year is Tyler Ricks.
Yeah.
I've had Tyler Ricks several times down here. Simone Jelks is an NBA referee. We've had her. Natalie Sago.
Ryan called for the foul here. He's trying to say that Lovering pushed him into Burton. Burton to the line. Hustle with only 1 team foul in the 4th quarter. The Herd are over the limit. So Burton, who has 19 points. He's 1 for 2 at the line. Gets the free throw. That is his 20th 20-point game of the year. His 14th in the regular season. He's right at his average with 21 tonight. Tied at 113. Ryan drives, kicks to Lewis. Corner 3. Bang. And Lewis looks at the bench and chuckles. first made three for either team in the last 6 minutes. Now the shot clock did not start. So
21 on the shot clock, 21 like Savage. 21. How much you got in that bag? A lot. That's
nice catch by Lovering, and then he's fouled.
I mean, he is just maimed down.
And Stewart had just fouled out.
Yeah. So how many minutes did he even get to play this half?
So Stewart in the first half played 20 minutes. He had one foul. He played 8 minutes in the second half and has fouled out. Picked up his other 5.
5 fouls in 8 minutes.
Lovering to the line. We, of course, talked to Lawson last night about the free throw shooting. His first trip to the line tonight. He's at 45% now in the season.
Our guy,
and again, makes.
Yeah, he does. You know, our guy, Abu Usman, impressed with Cody Stewart over there. Getting 5 fouls in 8 minutes. He's like, okay.
Davis to Butler. Missed again. And we're going to get a loose ball foul on Burton. That'll be Burton's 5th. Butler a couple of opportunities. And that actually could have easily been called a Lovering, and he would have fouled out. So the Herd bring it in. Under 3 to go. Ryan pull-up jumper off the back iron. Rebound put back up and in.
Yeah, good offensive rebound right there by James. You know, I think Ryan kind of rushed that shot right there. But a good job on the offensive glass by James. I like this going back to Dixon. Give it back to him.
Got Davis, the smaller defender. They don't send the double team. He misses the baby hook. James knocks the rebound away from Lovering.
If you're the Hustle, you'll take that all day. Dixon got a really good look at it, had the smaller man on him, rise up on the baby hook. Just left it a little bit short, but it was a great look.
Skip to Ryan, 3-ball. That's pretty.
Well, he didn't rush that one.
He had been 2 for 7 from 3. He had missed his last 4, but he hits a huge one there to make it a 6-point game.
Yeah, that was catch with confidence, rise with confidence, fire with confidence.
And now he gets the steal. They'll give it to Sears. Giroux gets the block against Sears. Ryan picks up the loose ball.
Great effort by Dickey.
Out to Davis, wide open 3. Yes. So both teams had been cold from 3, especially the Herd. But Ryan and Davis hit back-to-back big ones, and they lead it by 9 with 1:37 to go. So coming into these 2 games, Wisconsin last in the league in points in the paint, averaged 41 a game. They had 60 last night and 60 again tonight. Tonight they're outscoring the Hustle 60-40 in the painted area.
Yeah, the Hustle, these 2 games where they've really lived. They've had really good luck. The 3-point shot's been falling, but the Hustle really have lived at the free throw line. 20 free throw points last night. They've got 25 free throw points so far tonight. I'm sorry, they got more than 25 free throw points tonight because they made 16 of them, but that's where the Hustle have lived. The paint has not come, paint not has been as easy as the 3-point shot and the free throw line. Well, I guess, you know, the paint has been good to it because you do get fouled. You get fouled when you go there.
Hustle just 6 of 19 from the field in this quarter.
And Eric Dixon is 5 of 5 at the free throw line. And last night, he was also 5 of 5 for the free throw line.
90 seconds to go. Sears has been terrific. 29 and 12 for Sears. Kicks it out. Ryan again. Missed it. James, offensive rebound again. James lost it. Ball loose on the floor. Lovering's going to be out of bounds as he touched the basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be 10 on the shot clock here. Not totally done yet. You got to think if Cormac Ryan would have made that three, it would have been probably curtains at that point. But if the Hustle can get a stop here and get a quick bucket, it's not totally over yet.
6 to shoot. Ryan off the screen, and they're going to get the foul on Lovering.
Get the foul. I was going to say, Ryan.
And that'll be Lovering's 6th.
One of the things
I think this is a foul. Yeah, just kind of got it caught with the hand in the cookie jar right there, and a good move by Ryan to bring those hands up, get the foul. So Lovering fouls out. Just 6.4 rebounds for Lawson after his 16.13 rebound performance last night. And this is not the guy you want to see at the line. 2 for 2 on the night, and he makes the first. He is 86% on the year.
Yeah, he averages a little over 21 a game. He's got 24 tonight with a chance to make it 25.
Just signed a 2-way deal yesterday. And he gets the friendly roll. So the Herd of an 18-6 run. Deaky pull up, got it.
Yeah, they got a bucket fast.
And timeout, Wisconsin. Beno Udrih wants to talk things over as his team leads it by 7 with 55.8 remaining. Next up for the Hustle, just like they did last week, they will travel to Austin for a Sunday afternoon game. That'll be 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Then they will return home next Tuesday when they'll welcome in Texas. They'll play Texas Tuesday, Sioux Falls Thursday next week here at the Lander Center. For Wisconsin, they get a week off. They are not back in action until next Friday when they are at home, and they will welcome in Mexico City. Herd trying to get a win in the month of February. Trying to end a 9-game losing streak overall. Hustle trying to win 2 in a row for the first time in the regular season. Hustle are out of timeouts other than their reset timeout. Sears is trapped right across the timeline, and
they got a foul. Yeah, they called a foul. I
think he traveled. He dragged his pivot foot.
Yeah.
It was not where you want to go pick up your dribble. Right. So right here is right. Is the pivot foot? Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he definitely drug it a couple of times.
Unless they were saying the foul happened before that.
But they didn't call it before that. He traveled about twice before that.
Sears misses the free throw.
Now, yes, he could have traveled because he was fouled, but the referee didn't call it. So he definitely traveled twice before he called the foul.
Sears just needs 1 rebound for a triple-double. He's got a career high in assists. He's now got 30 points, which is his 3rd 30-point game of the year. And that is going to be Cormac Ryan that actually tipped that in, but Giroux will get credited with it, and now Giroux will foul Ryan.
So we're just going to play the free throw game.
They got Sears to miss 1, and he'd only missed 2 on the season. So now maybe Ryan will miss 1 or 2.
That's what you're trying to do. I mean, they make 1 or 2. You go down, hit a 3 or hit a 2. You gain 1 or 2 points on that possession. You foul, you try to keep doing it. You want to extend the game as long as you can.
I think Ryan's only hit the rim on 1 of his free throws. It has been perfect. 26 now. Oh, there we go. Oh, and they get the rebound.
Gosh, they get the offensive rebound.
Oh, now turned it over.
There's one thing I have noticed with Cormac Ryan in this game. He's loose with the ball when he does get it in the paint. He's not strong with it. The ball gets knocked out of his hands. Notice that multiple times tonight.
Need a bucket quickly. Burton got it. Tough shot to get that around Butler. Here's Lewis. Lewis into the front court, and he'll be fouled by Dixon.
Now, your issue there is time did run off. You've gone from now 39 seconds to 22.9 seconds because you did give up that offensive rebound. They were able to waste just a little bit before Ryan turned it over. So, but still, if he makes 1 of 2, you're still a 2-possession game, technically.
Lewis, first trip to the line tonight. He's 5 for 6 on the season.
What you don't want is him to make both of these. Preferably, he'd make 0, but if he at least makes 1, you're still in a 2-possession game.
Perfect with the first. Perfect with the second. Now the math is starting to get real hard.
It is.
Brown drives, knocked away. It's out of bounds with 17.1 to go. Dixon hits the 3.
So there you go. That's exactly what you needed was a 3. That's Dixon. His first shot of the game he made was a 3.
And now Ryan fouled with 10 seconds to go.
And he hadn't made one since until that one.
So Dixon with 28 after 34 last night, so 62 points in these 2 games. The 3 he just made was the Hustle's first made 3 since the 9:56 mark. As Ryan hits the free throw. Cormac Ryan, who finished his college career in North Carolina after playing at Stanford and Notre Dame. Hits both of the free throws. Team that only shoots 12 free throws per game, last in the league. They've shot 18 tonight now with all these late free throws. 16 out of 18 at the line. Reset timeout taken by the Hustle. Crocker's got to get it in. Giroux on the drive, missed it, and then we're going to get a foul on the rebound. Giroux didn't even want a foul. They were going to let the clock run out. So they'll walk to the other end with 5.2 to go, and Lewis will go to the line. So the Herd will get the split. They'll end their losing streak, which was at 9. They'll finally get a win in the month of February. They'll go to 8-18. The Hustle will fall to 5-20.
More importantly, we have a combined 31 fouls here in the second half.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. 24 minutes. That's a lot.
Be the second win all time for Wisconsin against Memphis. The Hustle had won 5 of the previous 6 meetings. As Giroux misses at the buzzer. Beno Udrih, the former Grizzly, gets a win here as the head coach of the Herd against the Memphis Hustle on Grizz night here at the Landers Center. And despite 19 turnovers and some other things, at the end they get 60 points in the paint. And really the big thing, you look at it, they shot nearly 59% from the field. You give up 59% shooting, that's hard to overcome.
It is 59% from the field, almost 47% from 3, 90% from the free throw line, and you still had a chance. You know, you had teams coming into this back-to-back set. You had 2 teams both needing a win, desperate for a win. The Hustle grabbed that win last night against Wisconsin by 20, and then you saw a completely different Herd team. They came out, set the tone to start, won the first quarter by 13. The Hustle controlling the second and third quarters, winning those by 14. but Wisconsin taking the first quarter and the fourth quarter by, what was it, combined 22 points right there. So outscoring you in the first and the fourth. And they kind of set the tone with that first quarter performance and led the entire first half. Gave it up a little bit in the third before getting it back there in the fourth and closing great.
Hustle dominated on the boards last night. Tonight, 49-35 in favor of Wisconsin. Big night for Eric Dixon once again. He finishes with 28. Burton with 23. Giroux with 20. Lance Terry, 17 points in just his second game. Mark Sears with 30 to lead the way for Wisconsin. Carmack Ryan with 28. Sears, 30 points, a career high 12 assists and 9 rebounds as well. Herd get the win. Hustle will hit the road to Austin. We'll be back here next Tuesday night. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.